Alright, good news. We're to the last little section of these musical terms. We have two important terms left: program music and absolute music. What the heck does that mean? Well, here, I'll give you the clinical definition. Program music is intended to evoke extra musical ideas for the listener which represent a scene, image, or mood. Absolute music is non-representational, meaning it is not explicitly about anything. Alright, so what does that mean in English? Program music is basically music written to give you some type of idea. When you listen to, like, what's a good example? Heavy metal. That's not really music that you want to sit back and enjoy a nice little breeze with a nice glass of lemonade. It's more to get you in the gym. You want to lift some weights, or I don't know, if you're playing sports, you want to knock the crap out of somebody. Great. A very common example of program music would be film scores. When you hear various parts of, like, John Williams is one of the best film scores around. When you hear almost any part to Star Wars now, and I know I'm older than a lot of you, most of you saw the first couple of Star Wars Episode 1 and probably didn't even watch the old ones, so yeah, oh well. If you've watched them all, each character had his own music, and if you heard this big orchestral music in the background, you immediately knew what character you were going to be looking at, because the music gave you such a strong feeling about the individuality of each character and what was going on. John Williams is great at writing program music. Opera, great example. You wouldn't want to write a really fast section of an opera or a ballet when something sad's going on and there's a slow dance going. You want the music to really instill what is going on in the performance, either vocally or visually. Most songs that have singing involved are usually written with some sort of program music. Like, you wouldn't want to have a nice little it doesn't work. It just, this is more, what was I playing? It's beautiful outside, makes me want to ride my motorcycle in one of the few days that it's sunny and pretty in Nebraska, and it's not snowing for a change. There, it kind of fits. It's pretty. If we wanted to do the die thing, die, evildoer, die. Great. Now we just wrote something that has more meat to it, to the evil rock thing. So the music that was written there, or played, has more to do with putting in your mind what's being sung about. That's program music. Absolute music generally is going to be instrumental music, and it's music written for the sake of music. The guy who wrote it may have been some weird dude who got really inspired by seeing a turtle get run over in the middle of the road, and just that somehow put him in a pleasant mood, and he wrote the prettiest love songy sounding thing. And when you hear it, oh, it's just so beautiful. Well, he's not singing any words. He didn't tell you what it's supposed to be about. To him, seeing turtles get murdered is like happy. For the rest of the world, that's not probably what you'd hear. But it doesn't matter. It's music for you to listen to and decide what you think of. Great example for me is probably Kenny G. as you find most serious musicians have a serious inner anger toward Kenny G. We really wish the guy would just disappear off the planet somewhere. Well, not wishing any serious harm, just I don't want to know he's around. Just go away. And whenever I hear one of his little la 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 on his soprano saxophone, he sounds so out of tune and plays so bad, it really makes me want to just go get in a bar fight. While someone else hears that music and it puts them in a wine sipping mood, a romantic mood. Oh, I put that on when my girlfriend's coming. It's anniversary music. Okay, you know, I may not like Kenny G, someone else does. Whatever the music does to you, that's what absolute music's all about. It's music for you to determine its meaning. Cool. So program music supposed to evoke some sort of idea in your head, and absolute music is up to you to decide what you want. It's just music because cool to write music. Alright, now you get a bunch of questions to answer using these 10. So have a lovely rest of this lesson.